The Leafs stay on their point streak and their winning ways as they beat the New York Islanders 3-0 at Scotiabank Arena, and Michael Hutchison, just a few starts ago, we all never wanted to see this guy again, and he gets a shutout at Scotiabank Arena there tonight. Leaf fans chanting, Hutchie, Hutchie. And it's great to see because Hutchison was fantastic today. I thought personally the Leafs defense was really solid, but when Hutchison needed to be big, he was. And a lot of people questioning Sheldon Keefe coming into the game. Why the heck is Hutchison playing? There's no back-to-back. Why isn't Freddie out there? Well, Freddie does need some time off here and there. Sheldon Keefe knows that. Mike Babcock never did. Sheldon Keefe knows it. And he thought to himself, you know what? We've all had some rest. Let's go out there, give the guy a chance. And Michael Hutchison ran with it as he has now won 3 straight starts. And everyone talking about, well, he just faced 2 bad teams. He faced the Islanders, who coming into the game were 25-11. And the Leafs had their 12th regulation loss. Hutchison with a 33-save shutout. And a great job all around by the Leafs in this game. Now, no goal scoring in the first period. Shots on goal were 7-6 in favor of the Islanders. So not really a whole lot going there in the first period. In the second period, however, Kasperi Kapanen gets the puck in his own zone. Skates it out. Goes down the left side of the boards. And one hand kind of puts it through the legs of the defender, goes around him, see ya, bud, and a beautiful pass to Pierre Engvall, who buries it past Semyon Varlamov, and the Leafs are in front. It's now 1-0. A great job by the Leafs to get on the board early, early in the second period, more or less, get on the board first. That was really the story of the game. You score first, you give yourself a great chance to win. Hutchison did a job. He did a job in the first, period and a half, keeping the team in it, even though it was a 0-0 hockey game, making the big saves, making the key saves that he needed to make. Then the Leafs score 1, and you're like, all right, we feel good now. We're in front. Let's keep the foot on the pressure. Just under 3 minutes after that, Mitch Marner just kind of fires the puck at the net, and Auston Matthews, look, this guy, he's got a great shot. He can win faceoffs. He's not a bad defensive center. He can pass the puck pretty damn well, too. And his tip, did you see that? He deflects it in front of that, kind of redirects it into the top corner. It was a pass along the ice. An incredible job by Auston Matthews to roof it on Varlamov, technically. His 28th goal of the season. Marner and Justin Hall grab assists. The Leafs are now up 2-0. You want to hold that going into the third period. You do just that. Hutchison makes 16 stops in the second period. And at that point, going into the third period, Hutchison had already faced 23 shots and made all 23 saves, and the Leafs gave him a 2-0 lead. It's exactly what you want to see heading into the third. Now you just got to finish this game strong. And that is exactly what the Leafs did. Exactly. In third periods, especially down a couple goals, you usually see the other team kind of put the extra pressure on the Leafs or on your team or whatever the case may be. The Leafs had the puck in their end and didn't let it go. Shots on goal were 10-10. They didn't have any real sustained pressure against the Leafs, or maybe like 10-15 seconds of it, but then the puck got cleared and the Leafs had their own rush. Dump and chase, that's fine, do a job there. They did an incredible job protecting that 2-goal lead. And everyone's still going to complain about the defense, and you can all you want, but you can't argue this game. The Leafs defense was really solid. Hutchison was great. The defense was really good against a very talented Islanders team. Obviously coming into the game, the Islanders have not been playing good hockey, so the Leafs are like, we're going to keep you feeling that way as they shut them out in Toronto. And then in the dying couple minutes, what about 2:08 to go? The man himself, I swear to God, Zach Hyman's goals, half his goals are empty netters, but you need them because Zach Hyman, of a pretty nice pass actually from Mitch Marner to send him on the breakaway with the empty net, and he buries it for his 10th goal of the year. Marner and Matthews grab assists, and the Leafs win it 3-0. Incredible job by the Buds today, going out there and going to work. They did an incredible job, not only offensively, defensively. The Leafs did an incredible job on both ends of the puck. And I was really, really impressed. They looked great. They looked in control. And they didn't look phased. They really didn't. You know, Brian, and something I wanted to mention actually, Brian Papineau, who is the equipment guy for the Leafs and has been the equipment guy for who knows how long, celebrated his 2,500th game there this evening. That is a lot of hockey. 82 games in a season, 2,500. So that's an incredible milestone for him. Good to see the boys get him a victory as well. And for many more good ones. And I don't know if he was the guy that gave Mitch Marner the stick. You guys remember that goal last year where Mitch Marner went to the bench, got the stick, and then scored a goal. I don't know if it was him or if it was another guy. Maybe it was the other guy giving him a stick or whatnot. But good on him. 2,500 games is a lot of hockey, and good to have him here. And great to have these Leafs guys here, man, because this team is playing so well. They're grinding, they're fighting, they're clawing, no matter what. You know? The Leafs go out there tonight against a very good hockey club, and they make them look stupid. Hutchinson, shutout. First shutout of the season, fifth shutout of his career. If you told me a couple months ago that Michael Hutchinson would have a shutout against the Islanders, I'd think you're crazy. But it happened today. And that's the beauty of sport. You know? No Mike Babcock. The Leafs are now 15-4-1 under Sheldon Keefe, which is kind of insane. And the Leafs now have a point streak going of 10 games, 9-0-1 in their last 10 games are the Leafs. The only one loss was in overtime to the New York Rangers. That was that game there. It was in Toronto as well, but they didn't let it rattle them. You know, they didn't let that one overtime loss rattle them, people. They did a really good job. Hutchinson was great. They've continuously played well. Whether it's some games where maybe the offense kind of took over and that's the reason you won, Winnipeg. Yes, it happens sometimes. But then you look at a game like today and you're like, wow. So this team can actually play a little bit of defense. Because when you see them play that game, that type of hockey tonight, you're like, that's a playoff team. I mean, if anybody says, well, I don't know, the names on the court. You see it on the ice. Who cares the name on the back? You watch the play on the ice against a really good team, and the Leafs basically shut them down. And they had a good goaltender who was playing very well. It's a recipe for wins, and you saw it today. All right? Matthews had a 2-point night, goal and an assist. I think he was pointless in his last game, if I'm not mistaken, was Austin. He had an assist against Winnipeg. The goal streak ended, but he got right back on it today with his 28th goal of the year. And obviously the assist for Austin Matthews and a +2. That's point number 51 for Austin Matthews in 43 games. He's really playing really well lately. Zach Hyman with a goal and a +2. Engvall with a goal and a +1. Marner with 2 assists and a +2. Hall, Kapanen. Those are the other guys who grab assists in this one. It was an incredible game to watch. They played really good hockey, and they came away with a shutout victory against the Islanders on home ice on a Saturday night. You can't really picture it any better. And let's go to standings. Let's go to all this crazy stuff because you guys probably want to know all about it. Well, the Tampa Bay Lightning beat Ottawa tonight. Tampa's now won 5 or 6 in a row, something like that. So they're playing really well. Pittsburgh beat Montreal in overtime, so the Habs slump and fall continues as they've lost 5 straight games. They're really, really struggling. Only a game over 500 now at this point. Buffalo beat Florida in regulation 3-2 in Buffalo. That's great because Florida's the team that's a lot closer to us than the Buffalo Sabres are. So that's good to see. Thank you, Buffalo, for doing that. And the Edmonton Oilers went into Boston and beat Boston 4-1 in regulation. So for the Leafs, same games played, only 6 points back of the Bruins. Tampa has 3 games in hand and only 3 points back of the Leafs. Florida, 2 games in hand of the Leafs, but 6 points back. And then the list goes on and on as Buffalo is the same amount of games played, but 8 points back. And Montreal is 1 game in hand, but they're 10 points back. And it just gets better and better from there on out. The Leafs, the stretch that they're on right now, the way they're playing really good hockey at the right time. Because teams like Florida, Buffalo, Montreal, they're kind of not really sure where they're at. And you got to take advantage of teams like that. And that's what the Leafs are doing right now. And they have a 10... Remember back when we played Buffalo in the back-to-back and we won the second one? We're like, oh, we're only... Or maybe it wasn't the back-to-back. But we played Buffalo and we're like, oh, we're only 1 point back to the Sabres now. We're 8 points up! The Leafs are playing really good hockey right now, and they got to continue to do so. You got to keep building points because the Tampa Bay Lightning have games in hand on you. The 3 games in hand, a possible 6 points. They're only 3 points back of you. So, Leaf fans, we just got to go out there and do a job every single night. That's what we can do. That's all. I mean, not really us, but the Leafs on the ice, they go out there and do a job every single night. And if they can get 2 points, great. Now, next contest for the Leafs is Monday as they welcome in the Edmonton Oilers, who obviously beat the Bruins today, as the Oilers have won a couple games in a row, if I'm not mistaken. They won their last game, but they really haven't been playing really well lately. Obviously, the Leafs have been playing outstanding lately, and the Buds look to continue on that roll. 7 o'clock puck drop there at Scotiabank Arena. Koskinen and Anderson are the expected goaltenders in that game on Monday night, all right? Leaf fans, I'm excited. I'm loving the way this team is playing. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and just keep watching these games, one game at a time. We're over halfway through the year. They're playing very well. Let's keep this train rolling, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed this game today, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video, everything you thought about this Leaf game and this Leaf team there this evening. What are your thoughts on Hutchinson's shutout tonight? What do you think of his play? I thought he was spectacular in this one. I'm going to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Guys, go crazy. What are your thoughts on that Papineau guy getting his 2,500th career game as the equipment guy? I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Maybe a little bit of that. And Leafs overall and standings and all that great stuff. Let me know in the comments below, guys. All right? So, Twitter is down below for myself, guys. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And the Patreon link is in the description if you guys are interested in signing up for that. The link will be down below. I want to be really active on there, but I want to need you guys to join that if I'm going to be doing so. So the link is down below for the Patreon account if you guys are interested in signing up for that. All right, and I will talk to you guys Raptors edition as they come home to take on the Portland Trail Blazers on Tuesday night. I think it's a 7 o'clock tip-off. 7 o'clock tip-off at Scotiabank Arena. It's a weird home game, not a 7:30 tip-off. That's interesting. 7 o'clock tip-off at Scotiabank Arena on Tuesday night as the Portland Trail Blazers, Melo, Lillard, and McCollum come to town. So it's going to be a lot of fun there watching that game. And as for our Leafs, as we talked about, their next contest is on Monday night at Scotiabank Arena. 7 o'clock puck drop there. Oilers, Leafs, Koskinen and Anderson, expected goaltenders in that game. Great job by Hutchie coming in tonight, even though it's not a back-to-back, to give Freddie some extra rest and getting the win. Nonetheless, a shutout. And nevertheless, a shutout. I mean, that's incredible. All right, so guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.